Right, so this week we're going to be learning about money, and today the objective is money written in pounds and pence. Right, so first up, I've told you guys before, I'm going to tell you again, tell everyone, the little initials JC, that's my mate Jody, who drew the picture of the Queen that is now on all the pictures of the coins. Look out for that on the money, you'll see his little initials there. I'm sure you guys all remember me banging on about this a couple of years ago. But anyway, get on with it. I'm just going to recap what we've got, what we're looking at. So you've got that note there. Shout it out. That one, and then start with the coins. The largest coin, there's a clue on that one. And then there's this one. If you notice, it's not a circular coin. Points for guessing working out how many sides it's got. That one, and then finally that one. See if you can get them all right. Right, the starter. Times table grid. You might want to pause the video now and do the little starter as just a little warm up. You guys in my class know what to do. You just multiply that by that and put the answer in there, and then that by that and put the answer in there. So pause the video now. I'm going to crack on. Just a quick recap. What coin is this? What is its value in pence? So, what's that coin? Remember, it's not the circular one, it's the one with a lot of different sides. What note is this? And what is that? Its value in pence. Oh my goodness. And as an extension, what coins could we exchange this note for? Oh wow. So you might want to pause that, have a chat to someone, don't need to write it down, have a little chat. And if you said that's a £1 and it's worth 100 pennies, well done. And then if you said that's £10 and it's worth 1,000 pennies, even bigger, well done. And if you worked out what note coins you could exchange that for, first of all you'd be there all day, so well done. Right, let's crack on. I think per share now, so again you don't need to really write this one down at home, but have a choose like which challenge you want to do, although they're both actually called green. One's slightly harder than the other, that one's supposed to be orange. I'm not got a pointer on either. Have we got a pointer? I don't know. How much money is in each of these trays? You might want to pause the video and tell someone in your house. But now I'm going to move on and I'm going to quickly tell you the answer. So here we've got £10 and £5, so together makes £15, 16, £17, 50. And then this one we've got £5. And if we look at these coins here, we've got £1 here, we've got a 50p there, so you've got £5, £6, £6.50. And then if we look at the next set of coins, you've got a 20, two 10s, so 20 plus 10 plus another 10, it's 40, and then there's two 2p coins, so you've got £6, 50 plus 40 is 90, 94, fantastic, well done, give yourself a pat on the back if you got that one right. This is part of the thing we're going to be doing today. We're going to be separating it into pounds and pence, so just making sure we've got that absolutely locked down. Pardon the phrase. So here we've got £7.76, and that's made up of this, which actually isn't £7.76. That is a massive lie. I'm sorry. Oops. I might change it on the actual slides. I'm not filming this video again. So there should be two £1 coins in there, and then 50, 60, 70, and then 6p. And then what I've done is partition this, and there's supposed to be I'll change it. The pounds in this one, which should be 6 there, not 7. And then in here, what is going to go into this one? Boom, there we go. The pence goes in there, so you've got 50, 60, 70, and then the 76 pence goes in there. So that's how you do it with the actual coins. Let's move on to a slightly harder challenge that you guys can do to yourself here. You might get this one right. Complete the part whole model, pounds and pence. So in this bit, the main bit here, we've got in the whole, we've got £26.46. Got it right. Well done, Mr. Dooley. And you're gonna, can you tell someone what would go in this hot part and what would go in this part? So if this one's pounds and this one's pence, tell someone now. I'm gonna move on. Boom. There we go. 26. Yes, just checking I've got it right again. Well done, Mr. Dooley. Now, converting this into pounds and pence, you've got 130p. How are you going to show that in pounds and pence? Now, the reason why I did the part whole model, because it's quite a useful tool for thinking about it. This is quite an easy one to start off with, and you'll probably be shouting it out and thinking, Mr. Dooley, what are you going about? But it might get a bit harder later. Especially later in the week, you'll need to know this. If you separate it out, so you know there's 100 pennies is a pound, and then 30p, and it can help you work out this if you separate it out that way using the part whole model. And if you got the answer, £1.30, give yourself a round of applause. Now, here's a little challenge that you can have a quick go at just yourself. Just know to write it down. Just have a think. Might pause the video now and just have a quick think. Do you know the answers to these? So here you've got 160p, 250p, 465 and 2,343 pennies. I am now going to reveal the answers. There we go. Trying to think of a marshmallow clap. Is that one? Give yourself a marshmallow clap if you got those answers right. Well done. And now we're going to get on to the main event and today's lesson, the actual bit you will do in books. This is the main bit. So first of all, choose a part whole model to complete. So you've got a green one there. So you've got the two parts. In this case, I want you to write down what it is there. In this one, in the orange one, the sort of walking, running, cycling that we call it. You've got the whole and one part. What goes in there? Pretty easy. And this one, slightly tricky because it's in pennies. So you need to work out how many pounds go in there, how many pence go in there. And then, once you've done that, choose any number of these that you want to do. And I want you to convert these from pounds into, from pennies into pounds and pence. So for example, £1, 130p is equal to, as we know, £1.30. So it'll look in your books a bit like, if I go back to that, a bit like that. So you'd write it out and then you'd write down the pounds and pence. So choose however many you want to do. Either choose a green, orange or red, or choose a green and move on to the orange like we do in class, or choose the orange and move on to the red as we do in class. You can pause the video now and use this, but I'm going to move on to the plenary. Here's a little challenge for you. How much more money do I need for £50? I've got all this cash here, absolutely rolling in it, more money than I've ever had. How much more money do I need for £50? So the strategies you want to be thinking about is adding up how much I've got, calculating how much I've got there, and then working out the difference between that amount and £50. Now I'd love to draw a bar model at this point, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, actually, do I know how to do that? Let's just try that just for fun. Bear with me. Oh, hello. Oh. So I want £50. Oh, that says 50. Oh no. And if I work out how much cash I've got in my pocket here, cash, lovely joined up, Mr. Dooley. Look at this with mouse control. If I work out how much cash I've got, then I need to work out the difference to make it up to 50. You didn't need to see that. Anyway, I'll move on. That's the end of the official lesson, but if you want some extra challenges, these are some of the challenge slides. I've got a couple, I think, lined up. This is challenge 1. Hamira has got the following coins and notes, I should say. She has to choose 3 items each time, and then I want you to see if you can prove to me. Oh no, my little thing's still there, isn't it? How do I get rid of that? Oh, there we go. It's gone away now. Just use 3. So can she make an even total? Prove it. So I think if you choose 3 coins, I think it'd be fairly straightforward to make an even total. See if you can prove some examples of that. Can she make an amount more than £16? Prove it using just three items, coins or notes. Can she make an amount which ends in a 5? See how you get on with that one. And can she make a total which is less than 5 using just 3 items? So that's the first challenge. And then the last challenge of the day, Miss Apple's class are converting between pounds and pence. Are the children correct or incorrect? And then explain your answers. So these guys have been saying this stuff. Some of them are off the rocker. Some of them have got it right. See if you can work out what it is. Alright, see you later.